Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing this fine and wonderful? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Day. It is Monday. Start your start your week. Start your work. All that stuff. It's Monday. It ain't over the hump day. It's Monday. I didn't have the weekend off, and it was due. Sorry, I'm wiping my face with my. It's a what do you call this daggone thing? Wife buys these for me because she tired of me being out here being funky. Um, Disposable washcloths, alcohol free, enriched with aloe vera, calamine, and vitamin E. Cleans, moisturizes, and soothes and refreshes skin. If you, when you know, these nasty behind showers or whatnot, they use towels to mop the floors. I mean, it's nasty. And y'all call me nasty. Well, I already know I'm nasty, but I know, you know, I know the real deal. That's why that's why I do what I do. At least I tell the truth. Oh boy, wiping down certain areas. Alrighty. Uh, as you can see, we are sitting. Let me see who. Let's see who came in. Uh, I finally got the hint. I finally got the hint, and what I have been doing, what I did today is I unpaired my truck Bluetooth. I unpaired my watch Bluetooth. I unpaired everything because I'm tired of screwing up. Losing the voice. As soon as I turn the truck on, it takes over, and my watch takes over. And you would act like I have a what you call it watch, an Apple Watch, but no. But it takes over. Um, I kind of realized a few things this weekend. Um, as a type 2 diabetic, I get thirsty. But I kind of figured, I was sitting here thinking, am I really thirsty? Or am I just used to drinking a lot of water while I'm on the road? You know what I'm saying? And I had a feeling as I'm used to drinking a lot of water while I'm on the road. And then, I went to YouTube and I went to Google, and they both were saying when you drink too much water, too much water can do something to you too. And I think I'm causing my own problems. So instead of getting on here and going, woe is me, my type 2, I've screwed up and whatever, because I don't have to go and get a half a gallon of ice cream to be screwing up on my diabetes. But like eating rice or bread or something, in that aspect. Let's see. Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. I just noticed y'all in. Um, just you know, um, and instead of me getting on here and going, "Woe is me" and blah blah blah, what I did was the last 3 days I started working on making walking a habit again. Y'all see this big old parking lot? Well, I did 10,000 steps in this parking lot. Later on today, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm gonna do 10,000 steps again later on this afternoon when I'm done. But I'm gonna do something. And the difference is, uh, hey Mike, and that's what I think I've been doing. And I'm like, why, and I'm causing my own problems. Uh, because I'm drinking all this water, I'm urinating out all the potassium in my body. I'm knocking all the minerals out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm causing a lot of my own problems. And I did that's why I thank God for YouTube knowledge. Because I went back to YouTube and I said to myself, because I thought, I wear the compression socks because I'm sitting 11 hours a day. I'm like, man, oh, I don't want, neuropathy. About this time last year, I started noticing a few of my toes on one foot was getting purple. And I was like, oh crap. And I was getting very scared. And I went and ordered the socks and, started exercising and moving my feet and everything. Um, and I've been wearing them ever since. I don't have them on right now, but when I start driving, I'm gonna put them back on. But I had just started noticing when I take the socks off, I'm getting a small, slight tingling in my feet, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's probably, and I'm like, that's probably, um, because my feet had been in these socks all day, and I'm like, that's probably what that is. Mm-mm, nope, because I hit YouTube. Turns out I was B12 deficient, or am B12 deficient. I took, and I had some more B12 pills. I took, I didn't go crazy. I took one, and hey, associate minister, I took one, and the next morning didn't feel it. And I remembered Cookie Peach was saying B1. I'm out of B1 because I've been taking the B1. I'm gonna order that. I'm gonna order that again. I gotta slow down on my Amazon orders because it'll get too big. I'm gonna pay that down because I gotta do another vitamin. Um, I need to do another vitamin order to order some more stuff. Um, but I'm trying not to get frustrated because I'm like, dang, I didn't have to take all of this stuff. But I have a feeling, Mike, that because I've been drinking I'm so used to, I'm a creature of habit. I'm so used to while I'm driving, I'm guzzling water because I used to drink sodas and teas and coffee and all of this other stuff. I'm just used to doing that, and I think that I've drawn everything out of my freaking body. So now, the last 3 days, I have been, instead of just guzzling blah blah blah, I've been taking sips here and there. I mean, watching my arms because I could tell I'm starting to get dehydrated when I can see the veins popping out of my arms, or my urine changes color. The darker, the more um, dehydrated I am. So I'm trying to get out of this habit of drinking so much water. Cause I thought, oh yeah, well I'm drinking water, and then I'm replenishing the body, and I'm not. I'm causing a lot of this damage my daggone self. And it's frustrating because when you go to the doctors, all they want to do is give you medications. All they want to do is give you medications. The people that I've run into on YouTube, they want to give you healthy alternatives. They want to give you healthy alternatives. I remember, I don't know what that uh, tree. I really don't feel like talking to my brother. But he used to have something that he would. They were pre-cut tree branches that he would have and suck on. I tried to do that with cinnamon. It's really hard. Cinnamon sticks. There was a truck driver that drove around with, because cinnamon, man, that is one heck of an anti-inflammatory. I think I'm gonna try sucking on one. At least I have it sitting in my mouth. Cinnamon sticks are one heck of an anti-inflammatory. And you was like, well, I'm not inflamed all the time. And man, you don't know that. Half the time I don't know that. Moringa? Oh, okay. Um, but here's the thing. I'm looking to, like you said, y'all said, I'm looking for other herbs that I can just, I'm looking for other herbs that I can put in the ground and walk away from. But I can reach for them when I need to. Um, and the deer ain't gonna mess with them. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Um, but YouTube has been such a YouTube. Is tournament? What is okay? I know I'm sound stupid. Well, is turmeric a plant? Can I go to the big box store and get turmeric seeds? You know what I'm saying? Can I go to the big box store and get turmeric seeds? Um, YouTube has been such a wonderful um, teaching tool for me. It has been a wonderful teaching tool for me because I kind of learned better by seeing someone else do it, or seeing someone else making. And that's the question: can I get ginger? So can I get ginger seeds? I've never seen that. Can Okay? Can you take like ginger? Can you get ginger and cultivate it? I'm gonna look that up. Can you make? Can you cut the ginger root up and make it grow? You know what I'm saying? Um, but I know I'm all over the place because we're always all over the place. But that's uh, it has helped me with my lawnmower hobby. like right now, I have two. The number is I think Jamerson or Jensen or the name of the company. It's a British company. They moved. They're over in in England, but it's a lot. They're real mowers. And oh, okay, I'm gonna get with you because yeah, I'm gonna get you to teach me how to do that. Or send me the link, guy, because I know you probably did a video on it. It is about plants. But Jacobsen, yeah, Jacobsen mowers. I got two Jacobsen mowers and two Jacobsen real mowers that I'm going to be bringing back to life. Um, but they're 5/18. All I've seen on YouTube is 5/22. So that is okay. Well, do you have a video on propagating roots? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I'm still learning about this plant stuff. Um, but that is a future, a whole future series for me. Is this Jacobsen 5/18 because there's nothing on YouTube about one. So I'm going to be doing that, and that because I need to start making some more uh forever videos. I haven't been doing my homework. I'm down dang near 600 hours because YouTube is just snatching them. I don't know what I know what I did, but I'm trying not to get frustrated about it, but there's no way around it. But I need to start making some forever videos again. Um, and that's one. But I've learned so much because of YouTube that I don't watch regular TV no more. I watch YouTube. Every time I go cruising, every ship that we go on, I watch YouTube videos on it to prepare myself. If we go into a place, I check it out on YouTube first. If something's wrong, I look up. I ask YouTube first, and it has been such a blessing to me. Um, and I am so proud of myself because I'm not in full ketosis, but right now, Mike. I'm at you can see traces by the urine tests I've been using, and right now that's okay because I keep on. I'll go up and down. One, I'm in full tilt boogie. I'm keeping an eye on my sugar and everything else, and I think that's totally impossible. But if I get somewhere in the middle and keeping an eye on things. Oh, okay. I'll check that out. That's what that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna look up how to propagate certain store bought roots or stuff like that because I did that with the top of a pineapple, and I mean I had it, and I put it on the back porch and left it there, and I had roots. I effed up when I brought it home. Wife didn't water it, left it alone. I should have just left it in the truck. I'd have had me a pineapple plant because I did have a pineapple plant before. I picked one up from a Walmart in Louisiana on the other side of I-10, the west side of I-10, closer towards Texas. I had picked up one, and that's when I realized I had a deer problem. I brought it home, This is when I realized I had a deer problem. I brought it home and left it on my deck. I left it on the deck. I'm thinking, I'm thinking I got, I'm having me a pineapple, blah, blah, blah. And the next time I came back home, it was, it was eaten from the dirt up. That deer he walked his behind right up on my deck and ate that sucker because it was right near the door. I've never seen them come there. They must have smelled it or something. Hey, Odom, how you doing? He must have sensed it or something. Like they don't eat certain things. Like the deer don't. They don't like hydrangeas. So I think I'm gonna start buying me some. I think they don't like hydrangeas. Deer don't like hydrangeas or roses. Um, I've always had problems with the roses. Some kind of bug eats my roses, and I can't keep up. But my hydrangeas, I just got this. I put all of them together in this one spot. Over the years, I have been buying them half dead on the road and bringing them in. I didn't do nothing. I just watered them in the truck, and then when I got home, I placed them in the ground all in this one area. So it just looks like one big, huge hydrangea bush. I bought three on. I bought two on Amazon, and two were good, but the rest I bought, and just watered and brought back to life. And I just dug a hole in the ground, and they've been coming back every year, and they just look freaking beautiful. You know what? What I'm gonna do next time I go home, I'm gonna get one or two pineapples, and I'm gonna cut the ends off, and then I'm just gonna leave them. I got a spot where I got my tomatoes and my avocado tree. I'm gonna leave them right in that area because what I'm gonna do is it's just been raining really good in Georgia, but that's gonna stop this month. That's gonna stop this month. But what I'm gonna do because of the area where my back deck is, right to the left of that is an area I need to start working on. I need to start working on that. And years ago, I did a YouTube thing, and I came up with it's a grass seed called creeping red fescue. And I remember, if you look back in my early videos, I bought a 50-pound bag of that stuff for $110. I know it was more than that, but the lady wouldn't look up the price. She said, well, just give me 110. In Nebraska, I was running across the parking lot, across the interstate, across the highway to get back to my truck. And I had 50 pounds of this mess. And I didn't know what I was doing. I just threw it out there. Well, um, long story short, I have a chemical company that comes um, annually to spray to get rid of the crabgrass and all that stuff, and then you know sprays nitrogen and everything else that I'm supposed to be getting because I haven't been focusing on that. But since they've been doing that, that creeping red fescue is coming back. Yeah, that creeping red fescue is coming back. Is actually coming back. But here's the thing: I've been reading up on it. That creeping red fescue in Georgia is an annual thing, so it shouldn't have came back. Hey Urban, how you doing? It's so it shouldn't have came back, but it's growing. I've seen patches of it. The video, it just looks like it's my backyard is horrible, but it is horrible. It's a forest back there, so I shouldn't have nothing. But what I'm gonna do is to get that creeping red fescue um to start creeping, which is spreading out. I am going to get another load of topsoil and do my wheelbarrow. That's exercise, and I'm going to fill in. If you look at the shorts, you can see there's bare spots with rocks and all kind of stuff. I'm going to fill in those spots with topsoil, and I'm going to start putting some plugs. What kind of plugs? Well, the uh, my Zenith Zoysia, because that works in those shady areas also. So I'm gonna start plugging that up, and then waiting for the creeping red fescue to start spreading. I'm gonna throw some perennial rye down. Also, the perennial rye is gonna come in. What I'm trying to do is the perennial rye is gonna come in and lock in the soil because it takes about 7 days for that stuff to um, to grow. And I learned that from YouTube. So for 7 days for that to grow. And what I'm gonna do next time I'm home, I'm going to, or I might do it on the road. Bring a bucket with me on the road, and it's like what do you call that? A mesh bag, not mesh, but it's like it's like a mesh, but I can't remember what the name of it is. I'm gonna put all that seed in there, and then I'm gonna bury it into the bucket of water, and let it uh. What you gotta do is every few hours you gotta change the water, and you just have it immersed in the water, and what that does to the seed, it starts the seed to germinate. And what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll do this a few days before I know I'm going to be home, bring it home, and then put it out there so it'll even germinate quicker. It'll germinate quicker, but I'm gonna do that and lock in the areas because that perennial ryegrass was one thing I learned from about trial and error because of the Georgia heat. It'll burn off. It'll burn off. Hey, good morning, Fruit Mom. It'll burn off in July. But if I get the plugs, see, there's a method to my madness. If I get the plugs in there and the perennial rye, the plugs will start spreading. The perennial rye will hold it in there, and I'm learning through all of the destruction that I've done over the years. Is I've just focused on the front lawn near my door. I need to start spreading out. That's why I did the top right corner. Um, I need to start leveling out my front even more because I have a dangerous spot that I'm always on that driving lawnmower, and the thing is tilted at least 30 degrees, and I'm tired of it. I want to straighten that out, but I got to get I got what I'm going to do. I know I was talking about drinking a lot less, but I'm gonna get a load of dirt. I get a dump truck load of dirt. A lot of times I can get a dump truck for like $200. Have them just dumping on my front lawn and right near the area, so I don't have to throw it far. And then I will spend 2 days chucking dirt and leveling out an area. And I get two things. I'll get the exercise and I'll get that dirt where I need it to do and spread it out. But I wouldn't have known the stuff that I've known if it wasn't for YouTube. Like right now, I have a compaction problem on my front lawn. I've just been lazy. I just didn't want to break out the big monster. I literally have a big um core aerator. I have it's I don't have the cores on it. I have these big giant blades. I have a big aerator but the tires are flat. I'm gonna work on those when I get home next time, and I need to aerate my front lawn so that I can get it. It's sad that you had to cause this destruction to get it to rebirth. It come back, and but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a full blown growth in be. I'm waiting for it to be in grow, full born growth period. It's not there yet. My front lawn is not there yet. It's trying, but I need more because of the grass that I have. I need more intense heat, and that's not happening yet. Once it starts growing like that, then I could cut it real low, put that machine out there, and then do a good seeding, top dressing, and start watering it right the right way. Because I've been looking at my old videos of my really green lawn, and then I'm heartbroken because in June and like July it died out because I've been the only thing I could figure out to grow was northern grass, and I'm in the south. And June, July just takes it out. So right now I've been for the last 2.5, 3 years been plugging with southern grass, but I finally found the right stuff, and it's coming, but I want it much quicker. That's the problem that we all have. I want it now, and it's not gonna come now. It's going to take some time. Um, my health isn't going to come right now. It's going to take some time because I'm a hard-headed individual. I'll talk a whole lot of crap, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then the next day I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I literally, the painful process. I know wellness or frugal moms in. The painful process of getting my AZZ out of this truck and just walking around the truck stop. I was so mad at myself. I was so mad at life. I was so mad. This sucks. And I'm so pissed off at the freaking world that my fat AZC was out there walking. But I literally said, you know what? I was sitting here just talking to myself. So I must be demented. Talking to myself, say, shut up, stupid. You need to get out here and do this. And I'm so proud that good morning, mommy. How you doing? I was so proud of myself. It's because I didn't say nothing. I just said, you know what? I'm gonna get out here because that's how I started. I started with a smartphone, not a smartphone, but a smartwatch. You know, and Fitbits. But I couldn't afford a Fitbit, and I've been going through them like water. So I told my wife I don't like her to just be spending money on me. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this, and I didn't buy another one. But that's what got me going to. That's what one of the things got me started walking. I was like, look, hey, hold up. I walked 1,000 steps, which ain't nothing. And then I said, well, I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. So I went on another platform and bought a smartwatch for freaking. It was like $12. I'm actually gonna buy 2 or 3 of them. About at least two. I'm gonna do a giveaway on some stuff. Mike donated. Mike donated something, and I'm gonna do some giveaway on some stuff. But I'm gonna get a few of these smartwatches, and that's what I'm gonna give away. But what I gotta do is when I do this giveaway, I'm like, look, y'all gotta send me your address right now. Cause if I shut this down and go on the road, because I'm gonna do, y'all gonna give me, I gotta write your address and have it prepackaged right then and there and take it to the post office. Because by the time I get back home again, because every time I come home, I'm like, I'll do it again, I'll do it again. And that's my problem. I need to learn, and I think I'm learning. But this watch, it tells your steps, calorie count. Um, you could talk on the phone with it. That's why I had to unpair it. So every morning I'm gonna unpair my phone, my phone from a watch, from a truck, and everything else, and and so because it keeps on taking over, so y'all can hear me. But back to what I'm saying, it does your heartbeat. It tells you that when you're in a strong sleep, a deep sleep, or a light sleep. When you're awake, it tells you the hours you're awake and how much full sleep you've gotten. And that's another thing I learned from YouTube and from you guys. That magnesium glycinate, man, that has been a godsend for me as a truck driver. But I have to watch that. I can't take too much of it because I have OCD. Um, when I need to get straight to bed real. I'll take four. That's not good. So I don't do that much. But if I need a deep sleep, I'll take four of them suckers, and then the next day I'm not taking nothing or one because I've learned with that magnesium is it won't make you dizzy, but you'll be looking around like, wait a minute, well, how come I can't focus? I'm like, you're like, it ain't a fuzzy brain, but it's you can't focus. And I found out it's that I'm taking too much of that magnesium. But see, it's better. I'd rather take too much magnesium than too much sleeping aids, too much melatonin, too much Sudafed, and too much Sudafed. Too much Sudafed will mess you up too. It'll raise your blood pressure. Um, and see, but that's the thing. I've been struggling for the last since 2011 because my sleeping habits changed. I've been sleeping like a mother, catching up because I can always tell when I'm sleep deprived. I slept all day. I've been sitting in this one spot for 20 hours, 20 freaking hours, and I don't have to leave. I'm leaving at 8 o'clock, but to pick up is at 10 o'clock. 17 miles south of here. I'm literally like a few miles north of Florida. So I'm going to be heading back into Florida to pick up this load to take it, to Lithonia, Georgia. And I'm okay, but it's finally I'd rather have something that's going to something that my body needs, one thing, something that my body needs, but I'm not OCDing about it. That's my problem. I got to keep an eye on these things. I got to keep an eye on the fact. Let's see where we are here. Oh, okay. I'm at 41%. I got to keep an eye on it. We got 10 more minutes, guys. I didn't want to lose all power. I can't plug. I don't know why my phone does it. I can't plug it up to keep it charging because it actually overheats. Um, and I need to get the I need to get the screen replaced. I'm on YouTube and then other things so much it done burned into the phone, and the phone is finally paid off. Look, don't ask me for to get the newest phone. We ain't going there no more. Not for a good minute. But we are finally. I'm thankful for YouTube. I'm thankful for all you guys. You guys, look. Let me tell you something. Stop worrying about your hours. Stop worrying about your subscribers. But know this, each one of y'all have taught me something that even though I'm forgetful, I'll never forget. Each one of y'all has taught me something that I didn't know before. Each one of you guys have become a digital friend to me that I didn't have before. Your knowledge is like you make some. I would have never look. I'm surrounded by trees, and you mother effers got me planting peach trees in my yard. I'm surrounded. I'm sick of these mother effing trees. But I got two peach trees and I got one apple. That apple's struggling like a mother. I got two peach trees. I got an avocado and I got tomatoes. Cause I'm trying to be like Urban and Mike and what you call it, Kenneth Wilkerson and Oldham. I'm trying to be like y'all. I was like, these guys got freaking gardens, and it's pissing me off because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. Can't do much because guess what? I'm on the road all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's okay. I'm sitting there trying to exercise. I'm trying to exercise, but I'm like later on, I'm like, okay, I don't feel wore out. I don't feel tired. I don't feel overextended. When I'm eating, okay, no, I don't need that. I no. Yeah, we do screw up. I do screw up, but I don't. I'm like, okay. And Marley, look, you in there too now, because half the stuff, 99% of the stuff you be talking about on your show, I done been through. But I just, because of my empathic tendencies, I don't want to re-engage in it. That's why I be talking about something else. Mike will tell you in the early parts, man, Mike, and yo, when you get Mike as your moderator, man, Mike is there through the rain, sleet, or snow. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. You just don't even know. Mike there. That's why I knew I screwed up on something. I screwed up something when I did a live, and it turns out I didn't lock in YouTube on it. I think it was on Restream, and and no one was showing up because I didn't hit the live button. I was all hurt, not because no one showed up, because I didn't see Mike. Well, Mike didn't know because I Hey guys, I'm gonna have to shut it down. My phone overheated. Welcome to Foolishness. Coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Uh, Eddie Lugo Studios, 7:15. Cruising is fun anytime. And cruising is fun anytime at 9. Go live together. Eddie Lugo Studios and Miss T with the T. Hey, if it's always something. If this videos ever go right one time, I wouldn't know what to do. So you guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have be blessed. Don't be stressed. And as always, you don't think anybody loves you. Know that I love you and God loves you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces. Because it's gonna